Hi everyone, welcome to day 4 of our Halloween crafts. Now today we're going to do pumpkins. We're going to do a bit different. We did our balloon pumpkins the other day. That was a request of Lucy when she saw it. But today we're going to try and repurpose some old pumpkins. Now I've got these old plastic ones. Yeah, they're great, but they just don't really do my decor anymore, and I'm a bit, I know, I'm trying to go non-scary for numerous reasons. One, for Lucy. She's not really up for the scary stuff just yet, and the other reason is for the family daycare too. I don't want anything too overwhelming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cover these with just some fabric, and hopefully we can repurpose them and give them new life. So that is number 1. We're going to try and do these little pumpkins. I've got 3 of them. Andy's trying to get cut me down some old sticks so we can make a stem, and then we can have it a bit more rustic looking. Okay, let's go. Okay, so the first thing we need is some fabric. Now I've got this gingham fabric here, which I quite like, and it goes with the our black. But we've got our black wall, so I think that'll work really well. So I just need to measure how much I need to make sure I can cover it. Here comes Andy with my sticks. He's a good man. Thank you. Okay. So I've got my sticks now, so they'll be really good stems. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, about. I only need it to go to cover it, so I reckon about there. So let's just spread it out. So I think it was about there. Yeah, that should be right. So let's get some scissors. Oops, a bit too close. Just cut myself out a square. By folding it on diagonal will give me a good square, even though it doesn't have to be a perfect square for this craft. It's nice to have something that's close to it. Okay, so I've got my little square. I'm going to put my pumpkin on there, and we're going to fold it up. Just gradually fold it around until we've got it all gathered. Gathering it around. Okay, so I've got it all gathered, and next thing I'm going to do is going to get an elastic, and I'm going to tie that on. I was going to use glue, but I think this will work just as good and not be so tricky. Alright, so then we've got that. Kind of looks like an apple, but hey, it'll work. And I've got some few bubbles here, so I'm just going to try and pull the fabric through so it's nice and tight. I've got a big bubble here for some reason. Where's that? Okay. Alright, so we've got that. So now I'm going to put my glue gun on just to heat up. But I'm going to use some of my cord, and I'm going to use that to wrap around the top bit. So what I'll do is I'll trim this off first. Go down as far as I possibly can. Get all that. And I'm going to get my cord, and just like I did with the balloon pumpkin the other day, I'm just going to wrap it around. Wrap it around, give it a bit of strength, and then I'm going to wrap it around my pumpkin. And go up, around, all the way down. I think that'll work. Around. I probably should have cut this off, but I didn't know how much it needed, so up. so we sort of got that pumpkin look. And I'll smooth these around so we divide it a bit better. Which will also help put down some of these flaps material. Now, we're going to do this. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I probably, in hindsight, probably should have put this in first, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it on the top here. Glue it down, press it down, and then I'm going to put some greenery around the bottom so we won't actually notice that. Let's just see if this is hot enough. Just need to put my glasses on. Right, I'm pumping the glue. Oh, pump in some glue. Pop. And push that down. Here's a stalk. Alright, so it's got our stalk there, and I just heard my glue guns snapped, so I'm just going to go get my other one. Back in a minute. Okay, so we've got that on top. And now I've got some greenery that I bought from Kmart. I just chopped a little piece off, and we're going to use those leaves just to put around the top bit to cover that. I might just try the smaller ones first and just see how they go. So let's chop some smaller ones off. 2, 3, maybe 5. Let's see how I go. Okay, so I'll put that over there. Let's see how we should do this. Like that. I'll stick another couple around the back. We'll just cover it as best we can. Okay, so we'll just get some glue. I might actually cut the stems off completely. I think it might be an easier option. So cut those stems off, so all you've got is the leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Oh, there is. Oh, I found it. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pop some glue on there. I'm going to start our way around. Start our way around. I only need 4. We'll see how we go. Start our way around. No, I think I'll put that 5th one on. And on it goes. Okay. Let's put that over there for a minute. So there they've got a bit of greenery. I'm quite happy with it, the way it looks like that. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that. So there's repurposed what was that now into this one that looks a little bit more rustic and a little bit more goes with my decor. So I'm going to try that with the other 2 later, and we'll move on to a new type of pumpkin. Okay, my second pumpkin is going to be another repurpose. This is the old one I had. It's made of styrofoam. It doesn't work. It had lights in it. It doesn't work anymore. I've repainted it because it's chipped off. It's just, yeah, it's past its use-by date. So the first thing I'm going to do, after what I just went through with my other one, I'm going to cut this off, and then I'm going to stick my stem on there before I do anything else. So I'm going to get my cutter. Okay, let's stick it, that's why I have trouble. Okay, so I've got that off. Now I'm going to put my glue on. Pump a fair bit so it doesn't go anywhere. Put my nice We'll go that direction. Rustic stick on. Let that dry. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm just going to put that aside, and then I'm going to get some material. I got this at Spotlight probably about maybe even 3 years ago now. Never did anything with it, so let's do something with it. Hopefully it'll bring this poor pumpkin back to life. In. Just try and flare that out a little bit. Pop some glue just on here so we can flare that out a little bit so it gets a little bit flatter. Let's put another glue stick. Burnt myself. Gives me a bit more of a stiff stem, which is good. And it also will hold that material a bit more in place. Let me just get rid of this. Get the trusty bin on the floor. Okay. Right, so far, that's what I've got. Which isn't too bad. Let's do... Do you know what? I'm honestly wondering if I might not do the string on this one. What I might do is just do the leaves and see how that goes. Okay, that's looking great. Now I'll look on the other side. I'm just going to pop. I like the idea of this one hanging down a bit, so I'm going to put that one down. Like that. And then I can stick some of these around it. Put a little bit of glue, it will just stand up. Yeah. That one. Okay. Beautiful pumpkin. Now just notice this bit here, you can see right underneath it. You see how that? So what I might do is I might just glue that down a little bit. So it's fully stuck, but just so it's down enough. Okay, here comes to my last makeover. Exactly the same as what I had before, but I'm going to try and use this material for Lucy for her room. Now, I bought this material from Spotlight when I bought the other material. This was bought in the intent of making her a little skirt. Never happened, never got around to it, sadly. She's now really getting into Mickey Mouse, so I think she'll really love this in her room. The problem is it's not as wide, like I didn't buy as much of it, so I'm thinking it's going to struggle. Yeah, it's going to struggle to get where I need it to be. So I'm going to need a lot of leaves to cover what I can't cover with the material. And I think this one will not be an easy elastic banger. I think this will be, let's glue it on, and it'll be glued on permanently. Okay, so let's see if I can get that. Should be enough. Alright, so let's cut that. I've got a square. So what's going to happen on here is one side's going to be up the right direction, but obviously the other side's going to be upside down. So it's just going to basically tell us where she needs to put it, which direction she will need to put it in the room. So let's go. Okay, this is where we're going to start with our leaves, and I'm just going to duck out for a minute and grab some more. So we'll start down low, and we'll see how we go. Ah, that rhymed. Okay, so I've got some more leaves, and let's get cracking. We have covered that top problem, the rest of it's all covered, and I think Lucy is going to love this pumpkin. Ah, popped it. Oh look, it's sturdy, stay together. Come back tomorrow everyone for day 5 of our Halloween craft week. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Oh, and please don't forget to like our videos and subscribe to our channel so we can build it up and share more of our memories with you. Thanks, bye.